There's an old footballing adage that you'll never win anything with kids, but more through necessity than design. Melbourne City are proving that proverb wrong. Missing a raft of players through injury, City boss Aurelia Vidmar has turned to youth with spectacular results. 3 wins on the bounce, 7 games unbeaten, and top of the A-League ladder at the midway point of the season. Today, though, they face another stern test, Auckland FC, for the first time on this side of the Tasman, who, despite a recent form plateau, know they can replace Melbourne City at the summit with victory here today. Let's check out the team news. 4 changes to the Auckland FC side that lost 1-0 to Perth last Saturday. Hiroki Sakai's out under concussion protocols. Jake Brimmer has also picked up a knock. Neida Moreno and Liam Gillian dropped to the bench. In come Callan Elliott, Logan Rogerson, and on starting debut, Jesse Randall and Max Mata. As mentioned, Tommy Smith has the captain's armband today. 2 changes for Melbourne City. Samuel Cyprian returns at centre-back in place of Herman Ferreira. Zane Schreiber also starts, with Kavian Rakamani dropping down to the bench. Ben Mazzeo has goals in his last 2 games. And Harry Politidis plays his 13th game of the season today, more than he played in the entirety of last season. On the benches, returnees for both sides. Cam Howison back for Auckland FC, having last played on December the 7th. And Matt Leckie, the 79-cap Socceroo, could get his first minute since round 4, having been sidelined by a hamstring injury. Melbourne City was Steve Corica's least favourite opponent during his time as Sydney FC head coach. With his sides winning just 5 of 18 matches against City, he'll be hoping for better luck at the helm of Auckland FC today. City boss Aurelia Vidmar has navigated a growing injury list with aplomb, meshing his remaining experienced players with a raft of youngsters, handing 8 academy products with an average age of 18 their A-League debuts in recent weeks. We're underway at Go Media Stadium. Auckland FC against Melbourne City for the first time on New Zealand soil. The home side in dark blue and black, attacking the goal to left of screen. Melbourne City in light blue and white, attacking the goal to your right. These 2 met in round 8 at Amy Park. A 2-2 draw, Medan Mameti scoring for Melbourne City. Nando Pinecker an own goal. Gijumo Mai and Neida Moreno on the score sheet for Auckland. Not a lot of room, but towards the far post. And the header, not what Harry Politidis was after.
It's actually a good ball to the back post there, and I think Callan Elliott probably gets caught a little bit underneath the ball there. He's lucky that it's Politidis who's not particularly unbelievable in the air, and not somebody who can head the ball back across, because there's a run there in the middle and it would have been a tap-in.
And now Melbourne City will have a rare foray down the left-hand side if they continue that way. Steven Ugarkovic has sprinted forward but doesn't receive. So impressed with Steven Ugarkovic this season. In the absence of some of those players who we mentioned before, his experience has been vital, but just the assurance with which he plays his football, Steven Ugarkovic, and adding goal scoring as well with 3 already.
Fantastic player, Piney. I was always a big fan of him when he was at the Phoenix. I was surprised that he was let go. It's nice to see him finding a home now and doing the business out there.
Yeah, had a quick word to Steven Ugarkovic pre-game. He's enjoying life in Melbourne and enjoying life in Melbourne City's engine room. Gijumo Mai here on the receiving end. So Tommy Smith with a little slip, but he quickly righted himself. They will now open out towards the left-hand side, perhaps. Nice inside pass. It was aimed for De Vries, but picked up by Mai instead. Still there for Randall, deflected. De Vries looking to tee it up for Gijumo Mai. Almost coming together for Auckland FC.
I think you needed that to fall to Mai, because I think Mai takes his own touch, gets turned and probably gets his shot off. I think De Vries was being a little bit nice, trying to find a one-touch pass to his teammate there.
Schreiber turned into trouble, and Auckland FC might take advantage. Mai forced out wide. Raiding around the side was Lara, and then Jesse Randall with the shot. Didn't quite get all of it, Jesse Randall, but first shot for Patrick Beach to deal with on the 20-minute mark. Smith is all the way forward. Here's a bit of space for Rogerson. Near post cross. Cyprian wasn't taking any chances.
Well, quite smart from Tommy Smith there. There was nobody to deal with at the back. So Pineacre said to him, get yourself in there, find an overload, and he duly did.
Callan Elliott also bombing forward, thought he'd won a corner. Goal kick instead. Loved all the action down the right-hand side in the first 10 minutes or so. There's been very little in the second. Now, Ben Abraham thought about whistling there, but then decided to let play on. Strata doing what he does best. Linking up play again. This is promising for Auckland FC. Guillermo Mai! What a strike from Mai! What an eye-catching goal from the Uruguayan to put Auckland FC in front.
Finally, you talk about the chances missed last week. Chances in and around the box. This time he gets it out of his feet, left foot, and what a strike. If you look back at the footage though, it starts with Strata again. He's talked about it, doing exactly what he does best. He's driven in, he's found a pass, but he's gone for the 1-2. Back into Mai, and then Mai does the rest. What a finish.
Well, you used to lash them in with your left foot, Tom Doyle. What about that one?
Oh, that was out of this world. And I mean, if you needed an injection into the crowd, you should hear it down here. It's what the people came to see. More goals, and what a goal to have. That was incredible.
Absolutely cracking strike from Guillermo Mai, just inside the post. Patrick Beach was at full stretch but couldn't haul it in. Fourth goal of the season for Guillermo Mai. Auckland 1-0 ahead for the 8th time this season.
You hope they're not shooting from all sorts of stupid angles now, because I think that's what you do sometimes at a forward. When you smash one in from there, you feel like you can do it again.
Jesse Randall seizes upon a mistake. Max Martins in the penalty area. Squares it back, and I think that was the right decision, but he hasn't been able to find Rogerson.
Didn't really pick one out, sort of went for an area. I think he could have maybe looked for the dink to the back post, or even taken another touch in and then gone for the reverse. It was sort of neither here nor there. Yeah, it's a good run. No, I'll take that back. It's actually a good run from Randall, and I think he's tried to pick out the man at the far post there.
Certainly the Porter enjoying themselves. Auckland FC too. Rogerson's going to chase out towards this one. Slightly awkward for Beach, who slices it. Can Auckland take advantage? They might through Rogerson. Good ball in. Mata! Palmed away by Beach. Not a lot of power from Max Mata. Good cross from Rogerson.
Yeah, it was a decent cross, but it was really hard to generate the power. So Mata's got to try and do that all himself. It was a decent header, and it's a good save in the end, but you'd like to get a bit more on that. Really good play from Logan Rogerson there. Put it in a really nice area for Mata to try and attack.
Towards the near post, flick towards the back. And then the shot for a crowded body, saved by Beach. And lashed into the roof of the net by Nando Pineacre.
Pineacre with an absolute wonder strike. He's hit that through bodies. Has to take a little touch out of his feet, and then it's just a case, hit the target. Hit it true, straight down the middle. Left the keeper with no chance there. It was actually a fantastic ball in from Francis de Vries again. He can deliver such a good ball. It's in the right area. They couldn't get enough on it, and it's been cleared. And then Pineacre has absolutely done the rest.
Left-footed strikes, the order of the day, Tom Doyle. You'll love that.
Oh, who doesn't? Centre-back as well. That's what dreams are made of. Auckland City really seem to have taken charge of the game now, and they're getting more opportunities, and thankfully taking them.
Yeah, Gygos had his eyes light up. He thought his first A-League men's goal had arrived. Instead, it is Nando Pineacre with his third. He hardly scored at all during his time in Ireland, but since arriving back in the A-League, he's finding the net with great frequency. Schreiber. Rating on the far side, Bajic. Crosses the chart area, and pretty crucial intervention there from Nando Pineacre, I think. And he's gone down and stayed down.
That challenge there is probably as important as the goal. If that goes in 2-1 at half-time, it's a completely different team talk. Fantastic positioning from Pineacre there, and very brave to boot.
about the first time, as is Bajic, has been involved in an attacking sense. Talk about him liking the chance to maraud down the left, and he's set up probably their best opportunity of the half.
Yeah, look, it's not really come out to him. It has been down this right-hand side, but the time it has come out to him, look what he does. You know, it's probably their best opportunity, and if Heineker's not on his toes there, it's a tap in, and we're talking about 2-1.
Once again, you can see the wind holding that one up. Melbourne City, perhaps one more opportunity to break into Auckland FC's half. No, says Francis de Vries. I'll take it instead. Into a dangerous area. What a save! What a save from Beach. Max Mata arrived. It was all but three, but for Patrick Beach.
Yeah, Mata does everything right this time. It's a fantastic save. Great step in from Franny de Vries, and he has a little look up. He's only got one runner to hit. He's got to try and pick him out. Oh, it's a fantastic ball. Mata gets across. Oh, it's a fantastic header. You can't really ask for more than that. What a fantastic save from Beach.
Corner results. Delivery is good again. It's back to around and it's three. And this time Max Mata will score his first A-League men's goal. Denied 30 seconds ago. Not this time. He pokes it in from close range. And this game has been turned on its head in the space of 15 minutes. Auckland FC incredibly, almost unbelievably, are 3-0 ahead.
Well, Mata gets exactly what he deserves here, Piney. Most forwards would still be sulking about missing the last chance and how good the save was. But no, he stays switched on, the ball drops to his feet, and it's a lovely little tap, and there's nothing better for a centre forward than getting a nice little tap in from inside the 6-yard box. I'm really pleased with him. He's deserved that with his performance today so far.
Well, Melbourne City are complaining, I think, about interference on Patrick Beach. That seems to be the gist of their protestations. Ben Abraham is not having any of it.
Again, fantastic delivery, right where you want it, causing all sorts of problems, and they're moaning about Beach not getting through, but he's got to be stronger there.
What a scoreline at half-time. If you'd watched the first half hour, you wouldn't have believed it. But Auckland FC have gone bang, bang and bang again. 3 goals in the last 15 minutes. And they're into a 3-0 lead over the table-topping Melbourne City at half-time. Half-time team talks done. They would have been very different addresses, I'm sure. Underway in the second half with Auckland FC now kicking from left to right as we look in the dark blue and black. Our visitors, Melbourne City. Light blue shirts, white shorts, kicking from right to left. In the second half, Melbourne City have the Port behind them. The Port have had to watch from a distance as Auckland FC have scored 3 at the other end. They're probably wondering whether there'll be more to come in closer proximity.
Yeah, look, I think the Port will suck a few more in this half. For Vidmar, he's probably looking at it at 1-0. He's thinking, let's get through the next few minutes. Let's get in at half-time and sort a few things out. And then all of a sudden, he's probably shell-shocked going in, 3-0 down. I would imagine he's gone to the analysts and asked, what do you see?
Well, they're on the front foot early on. Melbourne City. And Politini's trying to create havoc in the opposition penalty area. Mametti there as well. They get going again quickly. Atkinson pulls it back. And it goes and out it goes. Bajic, he's got to probably get more involved, the skipper, in an attacking sense. Talbot looking to combine. And Auckland FC eventually diffuse the situation. Matt Leckie, we wait, we see if he is going to play a part. Melbourne City certainly started the second half with good vigour. Into the area it comes, and it was going to fall onto the foot, you think, of Harry Politidis. Behind for a corner, Callan Elliott, pretty crucial intervention.
Yeah, look, fantastic ball to the back post, and Callan Elliott gets caught under it a little bit. It's a really, really good touch because Politidis is in a position where he could probably take a touch on his chest and get his shot off there.
The occasion of his first start, Politidis does well this time to get away from Elliott. Elliott keeps up. That is good defending, really good defending because the goal kick results.
It's a brilliant turn from Politidis, and he thinks he's got the pace to beat Elliott. That's one thing that Elliott does have in spades, is pace, and he gets back there. Good tenacity shown, and what a tackle.
You can see the water flying up, and it's droplets off the pitch, so... Another thing was talked about pre-game was Auckland FC's relative lack of goals. Fewer than anybody else in the top 8 in the A-League, but certainly answered those queries in the first half today. Yeah, boost of confidence for them as Politidis and Elliott come together again. Elliott wins the battle. Gygos into Mata. Looking for space, frees up Randall again. As he learned from last time, this time he takes the shot. It's good to see Jesse Randall getting more and more involved. Wong, he's looked energetic since his arrival. Bajic is getting more and more involved. Behind everybody, perhaps with the help of the wind. Still there perhaps for Melbourne City. Raked into the area, away by Painika. Bajic. Wong. Lawrence Wong.
Not bad at all there from Wong. He's pretended to shoot, and he's chopped back inside. I think he sent 2 Auckland FC defenders out of the stadium there. It's a great little bit of skill. Just couldn't get the shot on target.
Yeah, Cam Allison, experienced player, one of the best domestic players for a lot of years. 21 caps for the All Whites. Back from injury, and great to see. Kishumo Mai letting fly from distance again. I guess it's the balance, isn't it? As you say, you could say, well, look, we're 3-0 down, we're getting late in the game, we're probably not going to win the match. You know, you stay there and give yourself another week to recover. Or actually, let's get 15 minutes of running into your legs and see how you go. And they've obviously decided on that. Here is Matthew Leckie for the first time and has earned a foul. Well, he would have if Ben Abraham hadn't seen an advantage. Atkinson too close to Paulson.
I think it will just give the City players on the pitch a little bit of a lift, knowing that they've got a guy to be able to call on like this. He might not be ready for this week. You know, you get 15 odd minutes into his legs this week, he's ready for next week. And can you bring him on for half an hour? Then, you know, 2 weeks from now he's starting games, and that makes a big difference to Aurelio Binmar, given the injury problems he's currently got.
Melbourne City remain full of running, largely through the energy of their subs, actually. Here's Matthew Leckie's first chance to set something up. He played the pass and then sprinted away with no obvious signs of discomfort, which is great news. Mazzeo battling away over there with De Vries, who wins that particular battle, and now Liam Gillian might sense a chance to run at Kai Trewin. Trewin, though, with the experience of over 100 A-League games, takes it off his toe. And foul on Rahmani in the centre circle, and a yellow card coming the way of the freshly arrived Cam Hallison.
The cones doily did the job. Get me on, gaffer.
I'm not sure that would catch the eye of many coaches standing and looking, but yeah, great to know that we might see a bit of Marley Francois, and what a time to come on. 3-0 ahead. Long shot here with Patrick Beach out of his goal. Almost an absolute specky.
That is an unbelievable strike, and Beach has absolutely had to give every last bit of his jumping ability there to snatch that one.
Well, the wind behind him, but it was the audacity to even try it.
He has hit that from some distance, and he's hit it true as well.
Workmanlike performance from Auckland FC, punctuated by a couple of absolutely brilliant goals in the first half from the left foot of Kishumo Mai, and then the left foot of Nando Painika. Max Mata tapping in first half injury time, and the 3-0 buffer has proven to be enough. If I know anything about defenders and goalkeepers, though, it's that they won't want to concede now, even though it won't affect the result. Clean sheets are like gold. It's at the other end, though. Nadar Moreno pulls it back. Gillian. It's teed it up for Cam Hallison, and Patrick Beach flies away to keep it at 3.
Gillian to Howison. They've been doing that for the last couple of years for Auckland City, just down the road, and Cam Howison can hit him in from anywhere with his left foot there. It's a really nice touch to him. He's just lent it to him, so he knows he's going to come on and strike it. It's a really good strike and another good save from Beach.
The corner results. Still some defending to do. Lecky! It hasn't crossed the line. Howison there, the other number 7. Not a lot of power from Lecky, but plenty of direction. Ugarkovic is in the area. Another corner coming. Some nervous moments, even though it won't affect the scoreline near the end for Auckland FC.
Yeah, look, it's nice to see City still having a go, try and get on the score sheet. And FC are hanging in for the moment, but I think they're gonna see it out. They've defended so well all afternoon.
Got to give Louis Toomey some props there as well. He was the first man on the line. Another corner coming, and a volley over.
There's bodies everywhere in the box. I think there's a lot of tired bodies out there. It's really, really hot here today, and both sides have put in a really good shift.
It's been a good game of football. Melbourne City will go back across the Tasman empty-handed, dust themselves off and prepare for a visit to Macarthur next weekend. Here come Melbourne City again. Can't quite apply the finishing touch. And is this the cherry on top? Liam Gillian, Moreno inside. Gillian, and beaten away by Beach. That first goal still won't come for Liam Gillian.
Was that Moreno in the middle? If that's Moreno, he's going to be buying the drinks all night for Moreno. Moreno was in a position that he just gets an absolute tap in there. Again, didn't make a decision quickly enough. Probably takes an extra touch, and then the shot is really the only option.
We've had the extra 4 in the hands of referee Ben Abraham now, but Melbourne City might have a sting in the tail. Saved by Paulson right at the end as Rahmani looked to score a consolation goal.
Rahmani showed incredible feet there, swaying in and out, got the snake hips out and a little chop at the end, and it's a really good save from Paulson at the near post.
Corner taken, Paulson came and then didn't come. Not clear, Truan's up there, Kai Truan. Form slump, what form slump? Go Media is a fortress once more for Auckland FC. Goals in the final 15 minutes of the first half from Mai, from Painaka, from Mata, to the delight of the Port. The 3-goal buffer was enough. Melbourne City gave a pretty good account of themselves across the 94 minutes, but they'll go away empty-handed. Back to the top of the league go Auckland FC, courtesy of a very workmanlike performance and some terrific goals. Full time here at Go Media Stadium in this top of the table clash. Auckland FC have won it by 3-0.